Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Car D Kaizoku.
We have a Ace versus a Smoker. This hand, we're going first. Since we're going first, we'll mulligan. We have no plays on turn 1, so we'll pass. We won't have any plays our next turn either. They also pass with no plays. I guess we'll attack with leader for 8k. We run 8 1-cost searchers, but we never seem to draw them in our opening hand. They get a Helmeppo trigger. Perfect. We'll pass. They attack our leader with theirs for 5. We'll take. At least we can kill Helmeppo with Marco. They play 4-cost Kuzan and pass. We'll attack their leader with ours for 5k. They counter for 1k. We'll play Marco and kill Helmeppo and pass. And then they'll Kuzan to give our Marco minus 4 cost and then kill him somehow. With the Kobe or something, I'm guessing. They could just bring him to 4 cost or to 1 cost and then use leader ability to buff himself for 1k. They attack our leader with Kuzan for 5. We'll take this. We get a Whitebeard Pirate's trigger. Let's keep it in hand to use as fodder for Marco's ability. So they attack our leader for 5k. With theirs, we'll counter for 1k with the blocker Marco. They Meteor Volcano our Marco. We'll bring him back by discarding a Whitebeard Pirates. They play a Borsalino and passed. We could Flame Emperor the Kuzan, but that seems like a waste since they have pretty strong late game cards. If they run Fujitora, we have to worry about that next turn as well. But we don't really have much else we can play. I want to drop 2 cards, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Let's attack Kuzan first with Marco for 6. See what happens. Probably just 2k, yep. We'll Flame Emperor, kill the Kuzan, and attack leader for 8k, and they'll most likely block with Borsalino. We could have discarded an event card to be out of range of Fujitora, but I think it's too paranoid to play around it that badly to discard an event card for no reason. They block with Borsalino, we'll pass. Let's see if we end up regretting it and having to discard 2 cards. But every card in our hand is a defensive card anyway, so not the end of the world. They do 4 down on leader. We didn't have to worry about Fujitora at all. They attack Marco for 9k. Let him die, bring him back by discarding a Crossfire. Play another Borsalino and pass, and we draw more defense. This is awkward. We'll do 1 down on Marco and attack for 7k. I guess we'll play Jozu out as a potential attacker. They take the 2 Dawn leader and then 4 Dawn Jozu and 2 Dawn for Radical Beams. That we don't really need Radical Beam. So we'll do 4 Dawn leader and attack for 9k. They take, we'll play a Jozu and pass. Could have played 2 Jozus, but then they would have blocked my leader hit with Borsalino. We're safe from Fujitora, if they even run it. We could see a 10-cost Kuzan come out. They attack with leader for 5. We take, we'll be at 6, so we'll counter. For 2, just to get our bases covered, they might play a 10-cost Kuzan instead of a Fujitora. But might as well play around it anyway. There's 10-cost Kuzan, they kill our Marco. We'll bring him back by discarding a Radical Beam. Pass. Ooh, we get a Shanks. Well, that gives us something to do. We'll attack with Marco for 7, and then leader. No, he has Borsalino out, so we'll do 6/6 and Shanks. Yeah. Attack leader with Marco for 6. They counter for 2k. We'll do Dawn on leader. Attack theirs for 6. If we still had the Flame Emperor, we could combo Otama with Flame Emperor and kill the Kuzan actually. They block with Borsalino and counter. We'll play Shanks. We'll kill the Borsalino. Borsalino dead, we'll pass. But our Shanks is probably gonna die. They'd need 4 Dawn, at least, under 10 cost Kuzan to kill Shanks. They do Dawn on leader and activate leader ability, bringing him to 7k. Since our Jozu and Marco are pretty much 0 cost, they play a Kobe and they kill Shanks. Since they reduce them 1 more cost with their leader ability. That's unfortunate. They attack our Marco with their leader for 7. We'll counter for... Which counter do I use? Jozu gives us a lethal angle. Oh, but we're not going to be at 2 life anyway. We'll counter for 2k. And they'll attack with their 10 cost Kuzan. We'll bring him back by discarding a Radical Beam. Let's hope he doesn't have any more Borsalinos. Or Fukuro either. No blockers, please. They play Sakazuki. They discard a card to kill our Marco. We can't bring him back. Unfortunately, we get a Flame Emperor that we can combo with the Otama. Or we could do 7 Dawn, get a double hit, and then finish with Jozu. Let's see, that's 7. That makes our leader an 8. They'll have to take, and then we do 3 Dawn on Jozu for 7. But they'll probably live. We just have to not die on our turn. And if we kill the Sakazuki, that'll be pretty unlikely that we'll lose. But we'll do Flame Emperor, kill Sakazuki, attack their leader for 8. Hope they don't get an Impact Wave trigger. There's 1 hit, there's a second hit, no Impact Wave. We'll do 3 down on Jozu and attack for 7. Maybe this is game. They counter for 2, 3, and then we'll pass. Alright, we just have to hope they don't get a blocker, and then we could attack for 15k with our leader. They do 2 Dawn on Kobe and attack Jozu for 6. Jozu dead. They do Dawn leader, attack for 6 even though I have nothing on board. We'll take... Ooh, Shanks can help us end. They attack with Kuzan for 10. We'll take... Get a Marco. No blocker, please. They play a blocker, but our Shanks actually can attack through Rosinante. But we'll be assholes and humor them. Toy around with them, I mean. We'll attack their leader with ours for 6. They'll block with Rosinante. And then we'll play Shanks and attack for 10k. And we win. Let's try to get a rematch. Let's go first. We could work with this. We'll keep. We'll play Izo. Hope to get an OP03 Marco. We don't. We whiff pretty bad. Well, at least we'll get a Whitebeard Pirates to try again next turn. We'll pass. They pass with no plays. This is probably an Impact Wave to kill our Izo. We'll play a Whitebeard Pirates. We can only pick characters up with it, so that's as a whiff. We'll play another Whitebeard Pirates. Alright, we get the Marco now. We'll do Dawn on leader, attack. And I call an Impact Wave. Oh, they take. Never mind, I'm wrong. Add 1 to the incorrect counter. They get a Meteor Volcano trigger, and then we'll pass. They do Dawn on leader, activate leader ability, attack us for 7. We'll take. We get a Flame Emperor trigger that we can't use, so we'll keep it in hand. Combo with the Crossfire if we need to kill 10 cost Kuzan. Hope they play something I can kill with Marco, like a Rosinante or something. They play a Tashigi. We cannot hit Tashigi with Marco. So we'll play the blocker Marco, I guess. Be Dawn on leader and attack for 6. They counter for 2k. We'll play a blocker Marco, let them kill it. It'll be a card out of their hand, most likely, to kill it. So we'll grind resources out of them that way. They attack our leader with theirs for 5. We'll take this one. We'll keep this in hand. They play Sakazuki to kill our Marco, and they pass. We could Flame Emperor to kill Sakazuki. Or we could Crossfire and then Marco to kill him. That would be better, right? We'll attack their leader with ours for 5. Yeah, this way we at least develop a Marco on board instead of just doing a double hit on their life. They take that hit. Play Crossfire, give minus 4k to Sakazuki. We'll play Marco and kill him. And we'll pass. We still have Otama to combo with Flame Emperor, at least. Our next turn's probably going to be Shanks, though. We do Dawn on Tashigi and attack us for 5. We'll counter for 1k. We do Dawn on Leader, activate Leader ability, attack us for 7. We'll take this one. It's Dawn another Sakazuki. Yep, there he is. They kill our Marco. We'll bring him back by discarding a Radical Beam. They pass. Okay, now we can use Flame Emperor if we want. Do double hit. We kill Tashigi. We have 2 Dawn left over. We can play Buggy. Play Buggy first. Let's guarantee a second Flame Emperor if we need it. Flame Emperor Sakazuki. We'll attack their leader for 9. Hope to get a double hit here. We get it. No trigger, maybe? Or an impact wave. Nope, no trigger. We'll attack Tashigi with Marco for 6. I should have attacked with Marco first, because we just gave them 2 cards of possible 2k counters they could use. Yep, they counter for 2, and then another 2 to save Tashigi. We'll pass. Add 1 to the misplay counter. Put that next to the incorrectness counter. Or anywhere you want, really. Put 3 Dawn on Tashigi and attack our leader for 5. If they're gonna try to race us... Put 7 Dawn, we don't have to worry about anything, right? So we'll counter this for 3k. We're at a counter now. We attach Dawn to leader, bring him to 7, kill our Marco, maybe? He's at 8k. That's a Marco hit, right? Yeah, 5 Dawn, this is probably a Borsellino, and Flame Emperor can't hit him anyway. So we'll let Marco die and bring him back by using Flame Emperor as fodder. Double hit doesn't really help either since he's only at 1 life. They Meteor Volcano or Buggy. They have 3 Dawn to work with. Wonder what that's for. We'll do Shanks and then attack. That's 1 Dawn to spare. We'll do 1 Dawn on Marco. We'll attack with leader first for 5. See what happens. Counter for 1k, we'll do Dawn on Marco, attack their leader for 7. The Impact Wave and kill our Izo, we'll play Shanks and attack their leader for 10. They take. They get a Helmeppo trigger. Uh-oh. They have 3 attackers now, we may lose if we don't draw any counter. This would be a really dumb way to lose. 4, 3, 2, yeah, they probably have lethal here. Yeah, they'll just make 2 7s and an 8. They attack with Helmeppo for 7. We'll take. We get a non-counter, which means we lose, because the next card, even if it's a 2k counter, won't help us. We'll take the Tashigi hit. Get a Marco trigger, or no trigger. Do Dawn on leader, attack us for 8, and we lose! That's so dumb! Gotta get a rematch. That Helmeppo. Such a dumb way to lose. He didn't even know he had it. If he was yellow, I would be less salty, but... We'll go first again. We can keep this. We'll play Izo. Pick up Ace. Then we'll pass. Dawn. We'll do 3 Dawn on Izo and attack them for 5. So Impact Wave can't kill him. Counter for 1k, we'll attack with leader for 5. They take, we'll pass. We attack our leader for 5, we'll take. I'm gonna play 4 cost Kuzan. We can't interact with him just yet. I want to save my Marco to potentially kill him next turn. We'll do Jozu this turn. Or we could play Maki now. No, I like Jozu more. We'll do Dawn on leader and attack for 6. They counter for 2, we'll play Jozu and pass. We could Otama Marco to kill Kuzan, or we could Flame Emperor. Or if they attack with Kuzan, then we could use Ace to bring him to 3k or 2k. They attack our leader with Kuzan for 5. We'll counter this for 2k. Attack our leader with theirs for 5. We'll use one of the crossfires as 1k counter. We'll play Borsalino. Yeah, I should be more careful about life since they can get their BS Helmeppo triggers like that, and I don't account for that. What can we do here? We play Ace. We could attack with Izo, but then they'll use Impact Wave to kill Jozu. Well, Impact Wave kills 3 costs on cast. It's 4 cost on trigger. So I think play Ace, give minus 3k to these two. We'll attack Kuzan with Izo for 2. They won't block with Borsalino because he'll be too easy to kill afterwards. But they do block with the Borsalino. So we'll attack Borsalino with our Jozu for 4k. We counter for 2k, we'll attack Borsalino with our leader for 5. They may Impact Wave here. They do. We'll kill the Kuzan with our Ace. We'll pass. Yeah, the 4 cost Kuzan allows them to set up more ways to remove our board. I'd rather get rid of him than the Borsalino. Borsalino's most likely not going to attack anyway. We can kind of ignore him. In that case, I should have just attacked Kuzan with Jozu, but I was trying to be cheeky and get an extra kill on Borsalino as well. I should have done Jozu on Kuzan and then Ace on Borsalino. That would have been the smart thing to do. They do... how many Dawn is this on leader? However many Dawn to make this an 11k attack, and they attack Ace. Not save him. Or we could, but that'd be 3 cards in hand. I don't think that's worth it. They play a 3 cost Smoker. Let's see, we can combo Otama Marco to kill Smoker. And that leaves us with 3 Dawn left over. 2 Dawn Jozu, 1 Dawn leader. We'll do 2 Dawn on Jozu first and attack for 6k. Take. We get an Impact Wave trigger to kill Jozu. We'll do Dawn on leader and attack for 6k. They take. Play Otama to give Smoker minus 2. We'll play Marco and kill Smoker. Why can't I kill Smoker? Can't be KO'd by effects, I'm stupid! They do Dawn on leader. We're giving them free 7k attacks. They attack our leader with Smoker for 7, we'll take. They attack us with their leader for 7, we'll counter for 3k. Yeah, I hardly ever see 3 cost Smoker when I play against other Smokers, so I forgot that he can't be KO'd by effects. They play a 5 cost Smoker, so their entire board can't be KO'd by effects. Perfect. He'll get a pretty easy double attack. So we'll keep Crossfire as an option to defend against that. We'll play Ace and give minus 3 costs to Borsalino, and Smoker will attack Smoker. So we'll put 1 Dawn on Izo and attack Smoker for 3k. Smoker dies, we'll attack their leader with ours for 5k. Counter for 2k, we'll attack with Marco for 6. Counter for 2k, we'll attack with Ace for 7. We'll probably take this one. Or they might have impact wave. They do, and they kill our Otama, and we'll pass. I don't think they'll attack our life with this 7k smoker, because they need to get rid of our board. And I don't think they can win if they try to go for lethal. We left 2 Dawn up, so that should telegraph that we have something, at least. They Dawn on leader and make their leader a 7k. They do 5 Dawn on their character smoker and attack our life for 12k. We give him -4, he'll be at 8. We actually can't defend this, so we'll take the double hit. We get a radical beam trigger. That doesn't help us. And then Shanks. Let's see if they try to go for lethal. They attack with their character smoker for 7. Do we radical beam this? And then we'll take the Borsalino hit. Yeah, we'll radical beam. If they attack with Borsalino, they'll be open. They play a Kuzan with the remaining Dawn. We have to hit him 3 times. We'll attack with Marco for 6. They take. They get a Meteor Volcano to potentially put 2k counters in hand. Yeah, they discarded cards that don't provide counter, so we just have to assume they have that. We'll attack with our leader. Or we can attack with this ace first and then discard these 2 event counters with our leader. Attack with ace for 7. They take. Attack with our leader for 8 by discarding these 2 event cards in hand. If they can defend this, we lose because they can block our Shanks. In which case we can still play 2 Marco blockers, I guess. They block with Borsalino. Do we try to go for lethal here? 4, 6, 8, 10. That's assuming they're all 10k counters, or 2k counters. If you play 2 Marcos, you can remove 1. And then attack, yeah. Shanks is the only play we have, so we'll play him and attack for 10. And hope they don't have enough counter. We win! No Hamapo to save you that time! Okay, bye.
Car D Kaizoku.